and her 3-year-old daughter on fire, and the child, Yashasvi, has succumbed to her injuries, while the mother, Sanju Bishnoi, also passed away during treatment. Now, this is another dowry tragedy that we're tracking from Jodhpur, where a school lecturer in Rajasthan's Jodhpur district, Sanju Bishnoi, has set herself and her 3-year-old daughter, Yashasvi, on fire. And this happened on Friday. And what we understand is that Yashasvi died at the scene, while the mother, Sanju Bishnoi, passed away during treatment on Saturday morning. And what we understand is that the police has also recovered an alleged suicide note revealing that she was harassed by her husband and in-laws for dowry. We have Brinda Adige, an activist, joining us live. Brinda Adige, a very good afternoon to you. Dowry is a social evil, and time and again we've seen repeated cases of dowry harassment, and this one back-to-back, 2 cases in less than a week. How do you look at the situation?
First and foremost, let us place on record, dowry harassment is a criminal offense. That taking and giving dowry is socially sanctioned, could be called as a social evil. But dowry harassment, dowry murders, dowry deaths are criminal offenses. And that is how police must look at it. That is how the prosecution must establish and argue it. And that is exactly how the judge must give the punishment. It is important to bring culprits to justice. It's enough of all of these excuses where we say that, you have to catch the parents. Why did they give the dowry? Why did they not come and report? All of that is a lot of loose talk, if you will agree with me. It is time now that is why we have a very, very strict BNS 85. It is very, very clear. Cruelty in marriage. Cruelty in marriage must be punished as per BNS. There is no excuse for it. Look at this. This is not the last, this is the last resort, because she would have complained about it to so many people, beginning with her family, then her neighbors, probably her friends and other relatives, maybe, who knows, even the panchayat also. But all of them would have told her, adjust, compromise, go back. Now that means all of us as a society and the state have abetted in this death. She had no other option. So sad that in a land and a country where we talk about protection and safety laws, continuously talking about Nari Shakti, here is a woman who found no strength from anybody to support her, where her in-laws have been harassing her. Nobody should be spared. The husband, of course, must go in for life, and husband and his family must also serve nothing less than 25 years in jail.
Well, Ms. Adige, do you think that most survivors, prefer family or community settlement instead of law enforcement? Because most of these cases are not coming to light, and those coming to light are really, really gory in nature.
You're absolutely right. See, in a society like ours, every family, there are arguments and discussions and fights and all of it. Now, we don't come to talk about it outside with our neighbors for every fight and argument. But when it reaches a certain extent, then you want somebody to intervene. That time we talk to parents. And of course, there is a lot of counseling, good advice and all that, and saying, okay, to keep the family together, why don't you adjust? To keep the family together, why don't you sacrifice? To keep the family together, don't talk about the harassment. And that is conditioned. The stereotypical behavior, patriarchal behavior is expected. So nobody goes to the police station immediately. But in nearly 95% of the cases, even when it
Ms.
goes to
Adige,
the
where do you
police,
see the biggest failure? Is it policing, is it judiciary, or is it the societal mindset?
policy and judiciary.
All right. All right, Ms. Adige, thank you for joining me live on this broadcast. With that, viewers, we'll move on to another story that we're tracking. This one is a lorry that has been caught by the Coimbatore police, which